Introducing the Open Palm Podcast with host Jerome Shaw, available today on your favorite podcast platforms. The Open Palm Podcast is a positive, uplifting, motivational, and inspirational podcast. The host brings his insight and philosophy, and you can't help but gravitate towards his smile, his words, and his wisdom. Again, the podcast he hosts is titled The Open Palm Podcast. It's about inspirational messages, motivating themes, and thought-provoking ideas and topics. He'll also help you become more aware and in harmony with your own life, giving you a better understanding of your place in the world and using your skills accordingly, greeting the world with an open palm instead of a closed fist. You can find the show today on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more. You can also connect with the host on Instagram at Jerome Shaw. That's JROMESHAW on Instagram. Jerome Shaw with the Open Palm Podcast. Motivation, meditation, mentality. Go listen, download, and subscribe today.
There is a quote by Cormac McCarthy that states, "Between the wish and the thing, the world lies waiting." What does this quote say to you, my friend? The wish and the thing. There is a gap in between the wish and the thing. There is a gap in between the thought and the thing, right? Between thinking about something and actually doing it, actually creating it, actually making it manifest in your life, there is a gap. And many people bridge that gap, but some people do not cross that gap. Some people see that gap so wide as to never be realized. You can bridge that gap if you so choose. But don't make the mistake that I made for years of my life, believing that thinking was the same as doing. If someone observed you thinking, they would in fact observe you doing nothing. Just thinking. Now, there is a place for thinking. Make no mistake, thinking is very important. We must think. Thinking creates these wonderful inventions, wonderful creations. Thinking is how we manifest, but action creates the manifestation in the end. When we take action, we bridge the gap between our wishes and the things in which the world lies in wait. Now, the world may lie waiting, but time will not. Life will continue to pass you by while you are thinking. Take it from someone who used to identify with procrastination. I was almost proud of being the type of person that would wait till the last minute and turn in a project and get a B+ or a C in my grade report. Never realizing that I could be proactive in my life, that I could have a preemptive strike in this game of life. Was I just hopping along like checker pieces, or was I playing chess? Once I started playing chess, I realized that there was a lot more to it. I was taking time for granted, and as a result, my life. I didn't realize that there was a gap between the wish and the thing, and even if I had achieved that thing in my mind, it was still a wish. A wish is just a wish. Until you make a plan, until you design an approach, until you have a goal, until you have a destination, somewhere that you are going, and begin going, what do you have? Think of it this way. If I had just thought about making this podcast episode, would you have ever heard it? Thank you for listening, my friend. This has been Jerome Shaw on TOP, the Open Palm Podcast here in San Antonio, Texas. I pray you received an encouraging message letting you know to not allow your wishes to lie in wait for you to bring them to life, Cross the gap between the wish and the thing and manifest like you know you can. Shine bright like the star you are. Share this episode with someone who needs to hear it. And if this is your first time receiving this podcast, subscribe for more inspirational messages like this. And if you'd like to support, consider opening your browser to anchor.fm/jshaw. Clicking that support button there is much appreciated. And I want to send a big shout out and much love to all the wonderful supporters who are continuing to contribute to the podcast, making it possible for episodes like this. Grab the new book out on Amazon. It's called Finding Inner Peace by Jerome Shaw. Have a wonderful and blessed day or night wherever you are. And as always, take care, my friend.